Hey, welcome back to the Big Ranch Show. Now, today I'm going to talk about something a little different here. It has to do with a guy that is apparently talking about running for governor of Texas in the next election. Chad Prather. He's a great guy, good comedian, and he stepped into a pile of dog tongue, I guess you could say, discussing politics. What's weird is for years I've watched this man on Facebook, YouTube, and his little chats he's given. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're, poignant, sometimes they're just common sense. And I have supported this man for years, regardless of what I thought he might believe politically, right? I can tell you, he and I are diametrically opposed when it comes to most political things. In fact, this man now wants to run for governor. At least that's what he's talked about. Will he? Who knows? But today he posted something crying that people weren't liking his political views. Well, sir, as someone who takes a lot of hate for my political views, let's have a talk, shall we? You, sir, have everything working for you here. You've got a good career, you've got plenty of money, and a lot of people really enjoy watching your comedy and your little Facebook stuff. And I love how for years you talked about how you shouldn't be a snowflake, you shouldn't be offended by everything. Then why, Mr. Prather, why are you so offended and upset by what somebody said about your political views? I've talked to a few rather conservative Texans who have told me that they think you are too extreme. They say things like, you want to get rid of the TABC. The one agency in the state that overwatches the alcohol industry. The organization, the entity that has the We Card program that makes sure teenagers don't get, or at least tries to make sure teenagers don't get a hold of alcohol. And if there are laws in place and punishments in place for when they do, for the adults that bought it for them. But you sit there and talk about wanting to get rid of regulations. So you want to get rid of the alcohol regulations. Okay, what else? What other regulations do you want to get rid of? You live in a state that has almost no regulation to begin with. What do you want to do? Get rid of the food and safety regulations? Do you want to get rid of all speed limits? No more seatbelts? Do you support what happened in West, where a company was allowed to store tons of ammonium nitrate inside a residential area? How many dozens did that kill? You want to get rid of all these regulations. You're even running up against regulations that Republicans support. I believe it's time for new leadership in Texas. And I think Texas needs a good governor. But I don't think you're the fit. Because you want to get rid of all the regulations. And that's all you say. And the only thing you've really talked about is wanting to get rid of TABC. I don't know why you have a vendetta against the TABC, but that's your problem. Maybe you can discuss that at some point. As I see it, Chad Prather is a bridge too far. He's too extreme for even the Texas Republican Party. But Mr. Prather, here at the Big Ranch Show, I am definitely an equal opportunity person. So if you happen to come across this video and you would like to do an interview with the Big Ranch Show, please hit me up at the email address I'll have it in the description below for you. I would love to interview you and actually get your full consent, your full idea on what you want for Texas. I may have left the state. I now reside in Oklahoma, but I have family and friends, and I still love my home state. So please, chat, if you see this or someone happens to get this to you, please hit me up at the email address is thebigrantshow@gmail.com. I am perfectly willing to find a way to get that interview done, whether in person or via, a Skype call or something like that. Either way we go, I think it would be a great idea for you to do this. Not only would it be good for me, could be beneficial for my channel, but I also believe it'd be beneficial for you to maybe speak to those people that you think don't agree with you. Or you can explain why they're wrong when they claim that you are too extreme for even their Republican Party. So please. Also, hit me up at KeckJake on Twitter, but I'll leave the links in the description below. So if you see this video, please contact me. As well as everybody else, share this video. Add him on Twitter if you know his Twitter handle. And send it to him on Facebook even. I would really love to get this done. Anyways, y'all have a great day. I'll see you down the road.